I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psych Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is dating is like buying a car. What does this mean? What you have to understand is that every relationship is actually a sustained negotiation between two people. What are we going to do together? For instance, I might approach a woman with a proposal. Let's have this kind of relationship. And she might counter with, no, let's have this kind of relationship. Who, if anyone, is going to get what they want? This has to be negotiated one way or the other if the relationship is to move forward. Now, before I unpack the ramifications of this observation, please remember to like this episode and subscribe to the channel. It takes less than a second, costs you nothing, and I would definitely do the same for you. So do the thing. Now, if you accept the fact that negotiation in relationship is inescapable and unavoidable, you paradoxically have a much better chance of getting what you want. This is why I tell my clients that they should approach dating and relationships like they would approach buying a car. You need to do business with someone to buy a car. And in the beginning, those business interests are probably not really aligned. That is, I want to buy the car for the lowest price that I can, and the dealer wants to sell the car for the highest price that he can. Our interests are not aligned, but we still might want to do business with each other anyway. Now, imagine I really wanted to buy a car, and I've been going around all day, from dealership to dealership, and I'm starting to get hopeless over the prospect of ever finding a car. Where have all the good cars gone? Other people seem to have good cars. Are there any good cars left? Why is this so hard? And then, on the point of despair, I walk into one final dealership and, wonder of wonders, I find this beautiful car. This high-powered muscle car that checks all of my boxes. And I decide, yes, this is the car for me. I will make it mine. I am not going to walk into that dealership and say, oh my God, that is the perfect car. I absolutely love this car. Just tell me what I have to do to get it. You want cash? I got cash. You want a check? Just who do I make it out to? Do you need to prove? Do you need me to prove that I'm worth it, that I can afford it? Well, here are all my financials. I'm ready to buy this car no matter what. I would be putty in that dealer's hands. Seeing my enthusiasm, he may even jack up the price of the car because really what's his incentive not to at that point? And I might end up pricing myself out of a good option because of my own ineptitude. Do you understand what I'm getting at? No matter how interested you are in that car, you need to walk into that dealership and seem indifferent. Oh, that? Yeah, it's a nice car, I guess. I don't really love the color. Is that a dent? I mean, we might be able to do something if the price is right, but I do have a few other places I got to check out first. That is how you negotiate a good deal for your car. Even if that car checks every single one of your criteria, you kind of have to strategically pretend that it doesn't, because doing so puts you in a better position of getting what you want. People have no problem doing this if it saves them a few $100s. However, suggest that they do the same thing in dating, where the cost of getting a bad deal is infinitely more expensive, and people suddenly become one big scruple. This is stupid. This is stupid because it indicates that they're willing to do more to save a little money on a car than they are to have the kind of relationship they want to have with the kind of person they want to have it with. Don't be stupid. Now, to continue the line of thought from my previous episode, the reason why indifference works on people is surprising. Think back to the fundamental law of attraction. People want what they want, not what wants them. This means that you cannot want someone into wanting you. And one of the reasons why this is true is because if I'm wanting you intensely, I'm not really giving you the opportunity to want me intensely. And that's a bad deal for you. Why? Because if you don't want me, then I can't give you what you want, which is what everybody wants. People want to get what they want. And by pulling back and assuming indifference, you create the opportunity for others to want you, which is a prerequisite for them to get what they want. It's also the only real reason anybody is ever going to take the trouble to deal with you at all, to get what they want. If you're wanting them more, then the best they can do is to give you what you want. That is not an attractive offer to most people, because people want to get what they want. Create opportunities for this to occur. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you for listening.